Hi guys, this is Cobra Verde. I'm playing against drunkenape, who is a heads-up, no-limit Texas Hold'em specialist on this very poker site. Normally sitting at the no-limit 400 and 1000 tables, I think, which is about as high as stakes can get. And I'm playing him heads-up. He has seen my videos on PokerTube. So I guess he has some kind of idea how I play on a very basic. So he thinks, I guess, that I'm a pretty solid heads-up player, pretty ABC, pretty tight, and therefore I'm gonna play him straightforward within the first few minutes and then really start mixing it up against him. He said he was gonna play pretty spewy, so we'll see how that is going. I'm gonna continuation bet here just to see how he reacts on this kind of a board if I continuation bet. Folding is pretty standard out of position, unless you obviously have some draw to the nuts. Pocket sixes, I just flat call, see a flop. Not a bad flop for me. I'm gonna bet into him 50. And he raises me. I'm pretty sure I have the best hand. For reasons earlier mentioned, I'm gonna give up the hand because I want him to think that I'm tight. He actually had the nuts, so it was a good laydown, I guess, where I just didn't put him on anything right there. I just didn't make a play at him because I thought because I figured I give up a marginal hand. I thought he might have had some overcards that maybe a gut shot with 2 overcards or something like that. So that kind of a hand, and I didn't really wanna re-raise him right there in that spot. I was pretty sure it would have worked. Obviously it would not have worked, but I'm gonna keep it pretty standard. I'm not gonna raise this kind of a board, just gonna check it. I think he said he's drunk, so I don't know how that influences his game. I'm not really familiar with how he plays. I think he plays pretty extremely solid, and I'm gonna flat call here because I have a soon connected little hand, and I flop a cinch hand. Basically, the nuts, the nut draw with like everything else going for me. I'm gonna raise him here to 470, and obviously get it in. Got queens in the. This is actually the second time I would 4-bet, and both times pocket queens. I don't really want to do that. I'd rather check raise the flop right here, but it's pretty dangerous. I'm just gonna check call. Pretty bad turn card for me. Figures it's a pretty bad turn card for him as well, unless he made 2 pair. So I basically just misplayed pocket queens out of position, but I think I'll have to give up this hand. That's just too likely, and I can't really call because I really would have to call a river bet, and I can't really raise here because it's like so obvious what my range is. Basically pocket sixes I can represent, but if he has a check, obviously I'm getting called all the time, and I only have a gut shot to the nuts, so I'm gonna let it go. I mean, I don't even have a gut shot to the nuts. I only have some kind of weird outs. So I didn't really want to 3-bet because I thought he was just gonna snap fold, so I called and hoped for a flop, but not really that kind of a flop and a turn. Yeah, it's just way too much connected, and so my slow play basically didn't work, and but that's fine. The next time I'm gonna 3-bet him, I definitely want to do it with a trashy hand. Him calling with queen 10, flop second pair, so I'm gonna lead out at this flop. It's pretty connected. I also have a gut shot. I suspect that something like this might happen. I'm gonna flat call him here because I do have outs, and I'm gonna check again. And unless he really has the nuts in that spot, I think he has to check behind. So on the river, I'm gonna put in a value bet of 190. More to get him off his hand, less to make him call. Just wanna tick the pot down now. I think I kinda represent queen 9 or some kind of weird hand. So I kinda turned my hand into a bluff right there, but it felt like I couldn't really win in a showdown. I mean, I might have been ahead sometime. He might have had just some kind of a king or a better queen. I don't know. Here I just check behind. It's king high against a solid player. I'm not gonna start representing here the king and getting maybe check raised. Just because there's like the 4-7 on the board and it really looks scary. The river he bets can go either way here. I just elect to fold because I don't think he's betting there without a hand too often. I've called him. I'm just gonna call with pocket eights here because I feel like, oops, it's not working. I'm sorry guys, my internet connection was not working. I'm gonna call here. Not the worst turn card for me, just gonna check it. This is actually weird that he keeps betting right here. I'm gonna call him once more and see a river and just check behind on the river. I feel like he has a high speed. I feel like I have to fold right here. Also, if I don't love it, but still. Yuck. It's a nice bet he makes. It's like 4.5 to 1 on my money. I'm folding. He might be bluffing right there. I didn't really want to see a spade on the river. This is perfect situation for me to free bet him right now. I don't think that he thinks that I'm like spewy or anything. So it's just that I haven't been free betting since my pocket queens in the very beginning, in the very first hand of the video, and I anyway wanted to start introducing a little bit more frequent free bets. He free bets me too pretty constantly, so I don't think that I have an edge in this game or anything, but I think I'm pretty. Okay, now he read my comment on, I think, my video about me having beat some of the professionals on the site heads up. Obviously it's only a short session, but I prided myself with that, and I'm gonna free bet him here. I have a suited king. I feel like he's gonna respect my free bets at least a few more times before he stops 4-betting and calling me. I'm gonna check behind here, try to make my runner flush or something. I think in the video he saw me checking behind with these kind of hands weak. I think I have some hands like that in videos. Once again, I think I might just have to free bet him because ace-9 suited is just a little bit too decent of a hand to I bet 150 into 220, which is pretty standard sized bet. It's not a flop where I would expect him to raise me too often. Once he raises me, I'm gonna get rid of my hand. I guess he feels like a jack is not often enough in my range, and ace-king is too often in my range, and therefore I will not connect with the board too often. I guess that's the reasoning behind his move right there. If it was a move, might have had a real hand right there. I'm gonna fold once again. I'm gonna start I think I'm gonna start 4-betting him pretty soon. I'm gonna check raise this turn actually. Or I might just call. I'm not sure. No, I'm gonna check raise. I'm gonna raise him up to 190. I would sometimes do this, check behind here with a decent hand in this spot. And I certainly can represent a hand like King Jack. I would definitely check with King Jack all the time. Also, I do have outs, and I figure if he has a flush draw in that kind of a spot, he can't really put the pressure back on too often, unless he knows I'm doing this stuff extremely light very often, which is not the case.